Assalamu alaikum dear students. With the grace of Almighty Allah, we are going to complete the chapter pharmacology of your biology 10th textbook inshallah. The last topic of this chapter is vaccines, as you can see on the screen right now. Before starting this topic, we will study some of the MCQs in the previous page. The first MCQ on this page is expired drugs can cause damage to kidneys. Next MCQ is the sulfonamide group is also present in other medication that are not antibiotics. Last MCQ on this page is when bacteria are exposed to the same antibiotics over and over, they can change and are no longer affected by the drug. These were some of the important MCQ on this page. Now we are starting the topic of vaccines. Define vaccines is the first question on this page. A vaccine is a material containing weakened or killed pathogens and is used to produce immunity to a disease by stimulating the production of antibodies. What do you know about the world's first vaccine? In 1796, a British physician, Edward Jenner, infected a young boy with cowpox by injecting pus cells. After a boy had recovered from cowpox, Jenner injected the pus cells from a smallpox patient into him. The boy didn't get smallpox. So it became clear that the intentional infection with cowpox protected people from smallpox. This method was named vaccination, and the substance used to vaccinate was called a vaccine. This was what about the world's first vaccine. Next is an important long question. Write the mode of action of vaccines. This is very important long question regarding board examination, and also some of the short question can also be discussed over here. The first short question is define antigens. Pathogens contain special protein called antigens. And next question is when pathogens enter the body blood of host, these proteins stimulate the immune response in host, that is synthesis of antibodies. Define antibodies is the next question. Antibodies bind to pathogens and destroy them. What do you know about memory cells is the last question on this page. Memory cells are produced which remain in blood and provide protection against future infections with the same pathogens. These are the memory cells. If we talk about some of the important MCQs on this page, then first MCQ is taken from the definition of antigens. Pathogens contain special proteins called antigens. Antibodies bind to pathogens and destroy them. Protection against future infection is provided by memory cells. The action of vaccine include this paragraph. There are some important headings under discussion over here. First heading is stimulation of white blood cells. When a vaccine that is weakened or dead pathogen is introduced into bloodstream, the white blood cells are stimulated. This is the stimulation of white blood cells. Recognition of B lymphocytes. B lymphocytes recognize the weakened or dead pathogens as enemies and start producing antibodies against them. Last heading under discussion is protection against pathogens. These antibodies remain in blood and provide protection against pathogens. If real pathogens enter blood, the already present antibodies kill them. These were the three headings under These were the 3 points under the heading Action of Vaccine: stimulation of white blood cells, recognition of beta lymphocytes, protection against pathogens. Last important short question is, what is the method for administering vaccines? The most common method of administering vaccine is by injection, but some vaccines are given by mouth or nasal spray. This is the most common method of administering vaccines. So the topic of mode of action of vaccines has been completed over here. Next, when and why children are vaccinated. Children are required to be vaccinated before attending school. The vaccination of children has resulted in marked decrease of many once common diseases including whooping cough, polio, smallpox and others. Moving towards important MCQs. Children are required to be vaccinated before attending school. Some vaccines don't provide lifetime immunity. For example, tetanus vaccine are only effective for a limited period of time. In such cases, booster shots are necessary to maintain continuous protection. Alright students, these were some of the important short questions and MCQs in the last topic of this chapter. This is the end of chapter pharmacology. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Thank you very much students.